I think in general, in youth in Finland at least, there is a growing drive to do something good, to have an effect on things. As youth, we are often kind of scared for the future, feel kind of powerless, and that's a massive factor in most everyone who volunteers with us, and they want to be able to do something, to make a difference, to change something for the better.
Okay, well, Youth of Finland is a youth organization, actually the only youth organization in Finland that is focusing on the UN themes. Our idea is to educate young people on the UN themes.
Our biggest point of education is the Sustainable Development Goals, the SDGs. So a lot of our work, a lot of our education is around kind of talking about those and informing the youth what kind of actions can be taken, how they can be taken.
I feel like we are very lucky to have the SDGs and that wheel of the SDGs that is easy to present.
Yeah.
And they have their own icons, and it's so easy to keep in your mind. I feel like a lot of other organizations would benefit from it a lot as well, to have that kind of the founding principles that everyone is working towards, but that also remind us to look at things from another perspective and not always think of only education or only peace or whatever. It's everything.
It's a very core principle of all of UN. We do school visits, for example, so we go to schools and tell about our organization, but the UN in general.
Not just learn about the UN, but also about themselves, improving. For some people it's improving their English, for some it's improving their debating skills, their researching skills and stuff like that.
I like to think of it as a two-pronged approach. So there is one where we offer this information and this knowledge and these skills to youth, and that's very important to us. And then there's the other prong, which kind of is us trying to crudely extract information from the youth so that we can offer their perspective to decision makers.
Making new possibilities for volunteers to find new venues to interact with our people. Develop it together with the people who are actually going to go through this process. So many volunteer services available already, and there's a network. We are also part of the volunteer network that lists so many activities where you can participate as a volunteer. We want to find something that isn't there already, existing. We want to build new things and create new opportunities also.
We have a Make It project here in Nuorten Ystävät. It is a project that supports immigrant families in Oulu, and especially those who have arrived through international protection. And we aim to prevent school dropouts and support the families, and also enhance the integration. The participants might have different difficulties. It might be something involved with school, or they might have some mental health challenges, neurodevelopmental problems, or problems with school attendance. They don't come to school. They might have very multidimensional problems, but all in all the families face some sort of isolation and the language barriers because they don't know the language well yet, and they may have challenges in school or daily life. We offer individual guidance for children and youth separately, so that they come by themselves, and then we have the guidance for the family, where the whole family comes together, and then depending on the issue or the problems, we will find solutions together, as a whole, not just with one kid or youth. We plan the trips and clubs together with the community, so that we are not just oh, we have this and that and this. We actually intend to ask and really search what they need, and then provide that.
always keeping in mind who we are working for, so things don't run us but we run things. Helping the people that come for us. How we treat other people is the big umbrella. What makes us different.
A clubhouse community offers respect, hope, mutuality and unlimited opportunity to access the same worlds of friendship, housing, education and employment as the rest of the society. We are diagnosis free, so nobody has any stamps on their forehead of being something. Everybody's free to be what they are and everybody's equal. Main function has always been the same, to have the community for the people, to have something important, meaningful things to do for the people and to help them to be the support in everyday life. Our members are working age adults, so 18 years or older. Members have very different backgrounds. Many have experienced loneliness and exclusion in their lives, or also mental health and neuropsychiatric challenges or disabilities are quite common with our members. Anyone who feels the need for our support can join us. Some people come every day if they want, for example, the structure for the day. They need to wake up early, so then they can come here immediately in the morning. Somebody might come here twice a year to check their tax papers with us. So it varies quite a bit of what is the need of the member and what is the situation. Maybe in the beginning it can be that they come daily, but then when they get the structure going, then they might need our support for something else. So then it changes as well as they recover and get better. We offer functional and meaningful activities, so members and staff work as equal, side by side. The point is that we all do it together. So then it's a different, how can we do it together? Members participate on our communal decision making in the house meetings and development days. So they are using their voice to bring out what kind of activities our clubhouse should have and what do we do in the clubhouse. So they have a strong input on what we do here, such as exercising, culture, well-being groups like arts and music and photograph, literature.
Basically, we can have any group if the members want to.
We have trips together to the nearby forests or to the beach. We have then the individual support. This is then also a part of the clubhouse model. We make the target plans with each member to set their personal goals and dreams on the basis. We also have to mention the peer mentors. So we also train the peer mentors, which are to give you keys to manage and lead the groups with yourself. We train our mentors. We have maybe in our clubhouse, or we can have also together with all the Northern Ystävät clubhouses with 3 or 4 of them. The whole idea of the virtual clubhouse started because you realize that people can actually have the same feeling of community also in the virtually.
There are people who either can't or don't want to come here, so it might be better for them.
The virtual clubhouse offers the same communal clubhouse than we have, but in the show. And for the people who are not nearby our big centers of Oulu, Kajaani and Rovaniemi, so it's a quite large area of people who can be also in a quite long distances. There might not be any public transportation or anything, so they can attend and be part of something then as well.
We are a non-profit organization based in Espoo, Finland. Mainly we work on youth empowerment and community development, especially in digitalization of youth and also digitalization of non-profit organizations. We have many services and opportunities for youth. Focus is mainly on youth empowerment. Also, same time, give them opportunities, especially people from different background, people from fewer opportunities.
We help people with different things. If we start on, the national level, that yes, we work with immigrants, we work with underprivileged people, we work with different organizations that are new and that need help with their website development, their capacity building. We do provide them as well. We give opportunities to the volunteers, to the immigrants, to go abroad for exchanges and get to know the culture and explore the culture and come back with different experiences and work with us.
The volunteer also comes on board, is aware of the task and actively participates, is proactive in giving ideas, working with the group. So I feel like that is the biggest characteristic of a committed volunteer, because then they are wholeheartedly involved in the organizational activities.
We are living in the world of AI and technology. We do not go with the time and stuff, then we will stay behind. And I think the main reason and the main idea of our success and the reason of our success would be the digital tools and the technology we are using. And that speeds up your success.
The main focus is now recently, like from 2020, we can see how technology and artificial intelligence is boosting, and for young people it's very important that they learn skills that are like required in the market now, especially in job. One of the biggest barrier for us was like language barrier, and then second was unemployed for a long time. Do collaboration with tech companies, and we did a collaboration with Google, Microsoft, Salesforce, and many tech companies. And with the collaboration, we are doing a lot of programs that help them to learn more skills. Also, same time, we realized that there are many non-profit organizations, and they need website and technology to develop their work, develop the work for volunteers, and give them more opportunity. So what we want to achieve with this, we want to give them opportunity or like a facility or service that they can, develop their stuff, and especially in digital area. So we cover volunteer perspective and also non-profit organization.
Yes, yeah.
So it's a complete solution of like community development. Like we are serving for everyone, not for a specific community.
So Amigo Mentoring is part of the Tignis Foundation, also part of Vamos Youth Services, providing different activities and services for young people, mostly for young people aged 16 to 29. The aim is to reduce loneliness and social exclusion. Young people come to Amigo because they want to have a person outside of their family or friendship group or school or anything else, someone to talk to, someone to spend time with.
Being like a maybe secure adult to a person, that's maybe the main thing which I think is important. Didn't really realize how much it would give me, and especially this program and this theme behind. You're not left alone if something doesn't work out. But I think, first of all, the matchmaking was perfect. Especially in the first time, I was insecure about what I could give and am I good enough and am I secure enough and all that. And they always said like, oh, go for it, be yourself and, don't, and I was like, so it really, really, I get to work on myself and my strength. And this is what I think is a good thing for doing it for your own sake. But then what you get from the young person, it's like amazing. You get much, much more than you give. I'm more the one, maybe, I'm the one calling. This is what I think you should know as a mentor, that you have to do with young who have difficulties to be social, socially active. So the Amigo program had a lot of program for us to the mentor pairs.
The pairs can meet, just the two of them have their own plans, but we also offer activities so they can have a different experience and they can come together. Also for us it's important that they can also meet each other. We aim to do it so that it's easy to come, so you don't have to actually be very active. You don't have to, for example, tell about yourself to the other people, but it's something like this, like a walking tour or something where you can decide on yourself whether you want to talk to other people or whether you just want to follow and enjoy the experience. We have had some cooking here, thanks to her, in teaching, some bowling maybe,
Bowling was fun.
playing board games here at the office, picnic during summertime. We always try to have something outside. They want to have someone to spend time with on their free time, or they want to have someone to talk to who will listen to them, whom they can be open about their feelings and thoughts, or they wish to have a different perspective.
I never ask about the young person's family life or what they do, because I think that it has to come from themselves if they want. Or just enjoying to talk about things that is not their health or their family or their school or their, whatever.
We talk about human to human principles, where the idea is that both can learn from each other. And when you ask about what's the motivation for mentors, for volunteers, I think the important factors is that they have the opportunity to learn about themselves, but then also to get to know a completely new person and learn about their lives and their thoughts. Also give a voice to those people who aren't always heard in the decision making.
I'm Eppu Saarla, and I'm part of SOS Children Village. It's an international child protective services NGO. We are part of the preventive work, which means that we're trying to prevent problems before they escalate. We do it like inside families, like with families and with children and young adults. The child or young people come and they say that they don't get enough attention, they don't have enough like supportive adults. It can be something like that they have mental issues that nobody listens to, and of course it can be like that they have adults, but they don't really offer enough support. Every work in children's welfare services should be like family work. My project is the Ylitse, which means like over something, and we try to help people over 17 that has issues where they would need peer support, like someone that has had similar issues when they were younger. You can come to the app and ask a mentor that can give you validation and support, and you can chat with them as long as you want. Apu helps younger children, and it's kind of it works differently from Ylitse, because it's a chat and you got the volunteers have their shifts where they help, but they try to be there as soon as the children come and they ask for help. Every time a child comes there, you get the help immediately. We educate the mentors how to give a quality interaction, so that the actors or the mentees have a reason to come back. It's not just an impression; it can be a real connection. But it's different when you're totally digital and when you're totally anonymous. There are studies that show that if you really say someone that I hear you and I understand you, it really feels like that. The whole basis of this organization are values. And the values that relate to children's rights. We think that every child and every young people should have their opportunity to grow to their best self.